Welcome back my rogues. Today's question is, how did you get that scar? Hope you enjoy, and check me out on Instagram. Shot in the face with an arrow. Brain surgery. My ex stabbed me. Stepped on her open empty can of ravioli I left on the floor next to my bed. I had to get 7 stitches and left a big bitch of a scar. I was born with a 6th toe on my right foot. For obvious reasons they had to cut it, so I still have the scar added. Here's a bonus. My brother was born with a 6th finger on each hand and a 6th toe on each feet, all of which has been cut off too. Tests have been done, and it's not a genetic disorder that caused it. It really is just coincidence. I fought the log in the log 1. Fell into an entertainment center. Fell off a tricycle. Burned my knee trying to reach the cat. Had a suspicious mole removed. Walked into the room and stroked the terrier. The German Shepherd got exciting and ran over for strokes and accidentally bit my nose. Had a cactus fall on me. Edit for those who were wondering, it was a young Candelabro Pachycereus Weberry that I was helping move in a friend's garden, and her arm broke off and stabbed me in the arm. Her colony of staph bacteria set up camp between my rib and sternum, and they wrecked the place. I've got a little dent on my kneecap from when I kneed the corner of one of those benches you get in a changing room. Can feel right through to the bone. My cat, I just lied to people and say it was a lion. 80 are self-harm, 15 are dermatillomania, and the last 5 are general accidents and life stuff. I was in middle school in PE, and I was talking with somebody about how one could use those capture the flag belts you put around your waist as a whip. We tried swinging at each other, and the guy the first was talking to accidentally whipped me so hard it left a scar on my cheek. Don't worry, he didn't get into trouble. We were just stupid. I don't blame him. The other time is when I was baking cookies and accidentally dropped a tray of them. I hit my wrist against the hot oven and now I have a scar there forever. No, those cookies were not safe. My biological father cut me down the arm with a knife one day while he was drunk. I get keloids, which is like a buildup of scar tissue. I have scars from minor scratches I got when I was a toddler. But the biggest scar is definitely the one running down my spine after the doctors had to reconstruct my spine after a car wreck I had last year. I slipped while sitting on the sink. I have a scar on my knee. I was a pretty stupid kid, and I was jumping rope. I had a wild thought. What if I landed on my knees? And with that said, I was strangely surprised that it hurt upon landing on the hard pavement. To this day, I hope no one asks me how I got this scar. I slipped on a rug and hit my head against the corner of the bed base when I fell down. Tried winning a race at water park. Slipped in the metal staircase of a slide. My leg got stuck between the metal plaques as I fell. I tripped. Where do I start? Elbow scar. Slid down a brick wall learning to run walls. Chin scar. Speed ice skating. And slid into a wall. Scar above the eye. Boxing match. Scar on rear arm. A deep burn. Scar on left arm. Impaled in a wreck. Scar on back. Metal strap broke loose and whipped me. Scar behind ear. Hit too hard. On side of head. Needed to have ear put back together. Scar on thumb. Playing running a knife around my fingers. Scar on right foot. Stepped on a rack. Scar on left thigh. A big metal sharp bolt to the leg. Pulling someone else out of the way. Scar across left forearm. Steering wheel broke in a accident. Scar on right shoulder. Fighting competition. Claw marks. Scar on knuckles. Right hand punched through a car window. Scar on forehead. Steel cable snapped loose and I took an extreme hit to the head. That's about half of them. Finally, the scar above my lip is a cleft palate. I used to tell people that God made the first scar and him just keeping it going. Guinea pig bit me. A freak with a clown face cut my mouth by trying to fuck a beehive. Acid, not the fun kind. I was playing with my cousins beneath the tree. A branch fell on my head leaving me a 2-inch scar. Tried to eat a stapler by wound. My father was a drinker and a fiend, so one night, he goes off crazier than usual. Mommy gets the kitchen knife to defend herself, but he doesn't like that. Not one bit. I punched the wall during a nightmare. It was the only way to get the baby out alive. After my dad finished putting together a new pedal-powered dump truck for my brother, I asked to have a go. My brother generously agreed I could have a quick try. Being 4 years older, I was encouraged to really open her up and see what maximum speed could be reached. I remember my dad and brother yelling, pedal, pedal, pedal followed by dump, dump, dump. Unfortunately, the pedal cart wasn't designed to pedal and dump at the same time, so I went flying ass over tea kettle and landed a crumpled mess on the pavement. My upper lip was torn apart badly and still carries a scar today. Cat scratched me. Surgery for ruptured Achilles tendon sprinting when I was 24. They cut a little human being out of me and left me with this scar. I have this scar on the middle of my stomach from, get this, a fucking bicycle handlebar. I was 6 or 7 at the time. I was riding out late at night. My family and I used to live in this trailer park and they were like low-key ghetto. But anyways, how the trailer park was laid out, it was in one big circle, with houses surrounding that circle. I was riding inside that circle and I got to this point where it's so super dark. The street lights barely did shit, so I somewhat didn't know where TF I was going. I got scared and decided to go faster. You know when you're in the basement and you feel that rush of fear right when you turn off the light, so you decide to run up the stairs. Yeah, I felt that I went so fast that I didn't notice that you had to turn because I was reaching the end of the circle, so I had to turn super fast. I turned so hard that I nearly fell off the bicycle. But I caught myself, but in turn the handlebar turned and went right into my stomach. My handlebars didn't have any grips or protectors. Instead, rusty edged steel turned and scratched the hell out of my stomach.
Hope you liked this video. Stay frosty, my rebels.